That's the light you don't want to see. I got this trailer I picked up the other day, took it to the shop because I picked it up. It had like 50-60 pounds of pressure. I'm going to show you how a little trick that I figured out on my own, because these damn repair shops don't know what the hell they're doing, especially at the place you work at. Anyways, when you have a system like this, it's got the supposed air on each one of them. As you can hear, I'm got it turned up. This one was originally around like 60 pounds. Now it's up around 90. Now this is semi-warm because I've been driving for a while. Now that one's 90. It was 60 just a minute ago. I'm letting it air up. I'm going to show you how to fix this. I drove 300 miles and I couldn't get it more above than 70. This one also, as you can see, was low. It was 70. Now it's above 90. It's getting better. This one's a little higher. I think it was around 100. Say 100. Okay, so what you do to fix this is inside here, you can hear it kind of if you listen. There's a black box. Usually takes a couple screwdrivers. So open it up. First, you want to make sure that valve is turned open. If it's not, you can hear it shut off. That's to your air system. So first, make sure that that's turned on. If your air pressures are still low, then open up the box. If you notice, this thing's got a thing on it, plus and minus. If I turn it, you'll notice once I turn it, see how it stops? Once you reach your desired air pressure, then you would turn it to stop. But since I want more air pressure, see, the more I turn it up, the more air pushes through the system. So once I get to my desired air pressure, then I will turn that back to where it stops pushing air through the system. Then I should be fine. So I'm going to pause it for a minute. We're going to recheck the air pressure here in just a minute. Okay, I've given it about 5 more minutes of airing up. We're going to go ahead and recheck them. This is the one that was around 100 originally, as you noticed. It's staying around the same pressure, which is good. This one was originally 60 and then 90 last time we checked it. Now it is close to, come on baby, there we go, close to 100. What I'm going to do, since I'm heading to Phoenix, is I'm going to probably leave it at 100. As you can hear, it's still airing up. So once I check this one, if it's around 100, then I'm going to go underneath and re-back off. Okay, now we're going to climb back underneath here. We're going to back off that air gauge until we don't hear it putting air in there no more. Wait about 5 more minutes, check them, and make sure that we're not gaining air pressure. So as you can hear, it's still pushing air through the system. So we're going to right there where it's off right now. Okay, we're going to give it about 5 minutes, check it, make sure the air pressure hasn't gone up. Put these screws back on. Let's see here. Simply just screw them in for a little bit. It'd be better if I had a fitting for that, which I don't. Anyways, but yeah, that's the main thing. Is spent 3 hours at the damn shop. They didn't do shit yesterday. They didn't fix the problem. They said they did, but they didn't. So luckily I didn't go through a fucking scale and get stopped in DOT, or else it would have been put out of service. Just another quick note for you guys that don't know much about truck driving. If you ever hear any air coming out of one of these brake air cylinders, stop, get it fixed immediately. That's one of the most unsafest things you can have out here. DOT will put you out of service, and it is a huge ticket. But basically what I do when I pre-trip a new trailer is I of course have the yellow one pulled out, tractor brakes, and then I push in the red one. I come back here and I listen for any kind of air leaks coming from the tank, these guys, or just air coming out in general from maybe a tire. Another thing, good thing to check too, is check the back sidewalls on here. I've had several of these super singles that have big bulges in them, defective tires or whatever, and those aren't fun when they blow on you. A lot of times too, them airbags right there, they're notorious for chafing or having a hole in them, and they're a bitch to find a replacement for when you're on the road. But I'm going to pause this and we'll come back 5-10 minutes and check our air pressure and see how we're doing. Make sure that we stay around 100. Since we're going to Phoenix, we don't want to go too much above 100 because it's going to get hot and probably go up around 110, 115. And we don't want to do more than that down there. So again, wintertime, I usually set my tire pressure around 110 cold and around 90 in the summer when it's super hot. So try that and you'll find out you'll be a lot less blowouts going down the road. Okay guys, it's been about 10 more minutes. We're going to recheck this and see if it's holding. And we look good, just over 100 on that one. Of course, this one doesn't have a pressure on it, but it looks fairly good. And let's check these other guys and see if they're around 100. I think this one's right at 100 or 98. Let's see if it's the same way here. I don't know why this one has a hard time focusing, but yeah, just under 100 here. Come on. Good enough. This one should be just at maybe 104, 103, something like that. Yep, stayed the same. So this one, even though it was at the same pressure, by us adding all that 20 pounds to these back tires, it didn't stay the same. So apparently that system does work. So I've been told multiple things about these boxes, that you can only turn them a certain way, but it appears that when you're low on your systems, you just open it up and you just turn it. And obviously you heard the more I turned it, the more air was pushed through the system. Once you reach your desired air pressures in your systems, and then back it off to where you don't hear any more air going through the system. And looks like that's the fix to the problem. If anybody has any different ideas or theories, please put some comments down below. It's just something I kind of discovered on my own. I've been talking to several different mechanics, and of course everyone has a different opinion as to how to make this thing work. But apparently my shop didn't know what they were talking about, because I spent 3 hours of wasted time and they didn't even fix the problem. So anyways, I hope this video helps you all, and like I said, add some comments if you have some ideas or other suggestions. Thanks. Be safe out there.